Hey, it is Kenny from Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please like and subscribe. I sincerely appreciate that. In this video, I want to ask a question. Are these deluxe box sets by companies like Analogue Productions, Craft Recordings, Impex Records, Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs that cost like, $100, $125, $150 per set, per record? Are they really worth it? Are they really worth the price of admission? I'm gonna leave my give you my at least my opinion, and please leave yours in the comment section below after you watch this video. But a lot of these companies, like Analogue Productions, they have their UHQR series. This Miles Davis Kind of Blue box is a 45 RPM version, the best version of the record I've ever heard. This is a Carole King Tapestry ultrasonic one-step presented by Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs. It's another example, UHQR, Jimi Hendrix, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Like I said, a lot of these are pretty pricey, in $100 to $150 range on up. And like I said, the question is, are these worth the price? And I have one opinion I like to get to, at least right now, is that a lot of people think that, and I'll give you an example. This UHQR box set by Analogue Productions costs, I think, $125. And this is another pressing of the record that I bought at Walmart. I'll let you read the hype sticker. I hope you can read it and make it out. But this was pressed at QRP. George Marino was a marvelous mastering engineer. And this was from the all analog master tapes, all analog 2-track master tapes. Now this one, as you can see, I paid about $20 plus tax. The UHQR, like I said, was $125. Now some people would say, well gosh, the UHQR costs 6 times as much as this pressing here. So it should sound 6 times as good. I don't subscribe to that point of view, nor do I necessarily believe in it. Oh, by the way, these two pressings of the record, I listened to them. This is, like I said, Analogue Productions UHQR, and this one right here. And there is not a 6 times increase in fidelity, three-dimensionality, soundstage, and detail. They're just simply not. And I don't think that should be expected. And I'm going to get into that. It's not, I liken it to, I give this analogy, like in track and field, Olympic track and field racing, or Olympic swimming. A lot of records are broken by small, minuscule fractions of a second. And I think, and these athletes train for years, a lifetime. They spend time away from their families. They have to watch their diet, nutrition, their training, their fitness. And they go into these events and they win races or break records by small, minuscule fractions of a second. All that work, all that sacrifice, only to break a record by a small, minuscule fraction of a second. I think the same thing applies to the record world that we live in, the record reissue world we live in, the high quality record reissue world we live in, because for them to produce these sets, they have to, in a lot of cases, hire the best mastering engineer, like a Kevin Gray or Bernie Grundman. That's an associated cost. There's many rounds of listening tests, and you know, and just to get to that level where, in this particular case, when I listen to these records, they both sound awesome. They really do. I think the UHQR sounds a little bit better. If I were to choose how much better in terms of depth, dimensionality, soundstage, realism, detail, I'm going to say there's like a 15% increase on my mid-fi system. At best 20, but maybe 15%. But to get to that 15%, like I said, you got to have the greatest mastering engineer you could find, you know, rounds of listening tests, rounds of producing test pressings. These are pressed on high quality vinyl. So there's a lot of work and cost to get to that point, where this UHQR beat this one, this issue, by approximately 15% to my ears on my system. So that way of thinking, oh, Kenny, that costs 6 times as much, therefore it should sound 6 times as better. I don't agree with that. To achieve that 15%, that sometimes 20%, in rare cases 25%, I think there's a lot of associated work to get to that point. So that 1-to-1 ratio of, you know, this one costs 6 times as much, so therefore it should sound 6 times as much. I don't agree with that, and I don't think it makes much sense, because I think there's a lot of hard work involved in getting to that 15% boost in sound quality. But my question to you is it really worth it? Now, for me, it is, but only on a selective basis. I only do it on records that are near and dear to my heart, that I love and enjoy tremendously. I just can't. I know a lot of people go out there and just buy, you know, all these deluxe box sets when they come out. I do it only because of the price tag. I only do it on a selective basis on records that are near and dear to my heart, because my resources are not infinite financially, they are finite. So I have to be, you know, pick and choose. You know, sometimes I'll buy you know, multiple copies of a record. For example, this Miles Davis Kind of Blue. I have several different copies of this one because I love the album. Not of this specific UHQR, but on different pressings or different digital sources. That's just one. Like I said, this is a 45 RPM version. This one I bought at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think maybe 6-7 years ago. I paid $20 at the time. It's probably much more than that now, I assume. But this one sounds great as well. It just doesn't sound as good as the UHQR version. But like I said, for me, it's worth it, but only on a selective basis on records that I love and enjoy. But to you out there, the viewer, is there increase in sonic fidelity worth the cost of some of these pricey box sets? Like I said, to me, it is on a selective basis. But please leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you purchase these expensive box sets? And do you think they're worth it? Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Thank you very much for viewing my video. God bless, strong love, and peace to all.